Hello, I'm Conmade. I sculpted a LEXUS IS200 from modeling clay. I chose 1/18 scale for this, while my previous models were all 1/24. Here I decided to experiment, and to clearly show the scale, let's compare the LEXUS with the BMW I made recently. As we can see, the LEXUS is much bigger than this BMW. It's even a bit unusual for me to look at the LEXUS, since I'm already used to the scale of the BMW. It looks very small. I have a full review of this BMW on my channel. I made this LEXUS, as usual, using blueprints, and I also compared its size with the scale model of a Nissan Gran Turismo racer, which is also in 1/18 scale. I decided to make this LEXUS entirely out of modeling clay. Well, it's made of clay anyway, but I chose not to paint it, and to leave the natural color of the sculpting gray clay. It also adds some variety. Building this model was easy, despite it being larger than the others. I didn't add as much detail to it as I did to the BMW, because I made it to be crashed to do a crash test, and I think this level of detail is more than enough. We'll also see how the car performs at 1/18 scale. Maybe the damage will look more realistic because of the larger size, and also due to the increased scale. It was easier to make some parts, and I can also make them thinner. The thinner I make the body elements, the more realistic the damage will be. I only spent 36 hours making this LEXUS. In this car, I highlighted the underbody, made the exhaust system, the rear axle, the drive shaft and other things. I also made the engine in it. Let's take a look at it. I decided to install a non-standard engine here, a 2JZ GTE, and I made it based on this photo. It turned out pretty similar actually. So, how will the crash test be conducted? I'll drop it onto the floor from a height of about 2 meters, thus simulating a car crashing into a wall. Of course, I could do a regular crash test and smash it with a remote-controlled car, but the scale just wouldn't be right. And I'm also just curious to see how the modeling clay will behave at this scale, in freefall. And what we should get is something like this. I've also been advised to install a small camera in the car to record damage from a first-person view. Well, today I'm going to do that. I'll install a small camera inside this LEXUS. The quality, of course, isn't 4K, but at least it's something. I'll also place a special block on the floor so the damage won't just be flat. Alright, let's get started then. I dropped it on the front, so the bumper bent to match the shape of the block on the floor. Basically, the front part turned out to be pretty sturdy. From the side, you can see body damage. The seal near the front door is bent, the door has shifted slightly, and the cabin camera is loose. Basically, it's turning out pretty well so far. And in the back, the trunk got bent, and the roof also got bent from the fall. Let's drop it on the front part one more time then. Yeah, I didn't expect such a strong impact. It fell at an angle right onto the front left fender. Because of the strong impact, the dashboard moved into the cabin and the roof just bent upwards. I think it turned out pretty realistic. Naturally, the floor and roof bent easily due to their weak structure. Also, the room is warm, making the modeling clay very soft. The damage looks like if the car had hit a pole with the front left fender, I think the damage would be similar. The engine is basically fine. The radiator is bent and damaged on the buck, but the engine itself is intact. Now I'll drop it on the rear part. Couldn't drop it right on the rear part, it fell sideways right on the door, you can even see the mark. The right rear fender was also hit, it got a little dented too. Yeah, that's pretty rough, it's almost completely smashed already. I'll try dropping it on the rear part again, but this time more evenly. Yeah, poor Lexus, it really took a beating. The car fell on its rear, the force of the impact bent the roof and everything folded into the interior, even the trunk flew off. But for this scale, the plasticine actually bends pretty realistically. I didn't even think it would get crushed inward that much, and well, that's what's left of it. Since I didn't paint this car and didn't use colored plasticine, I think I can do it this way. I chose not to keep it since it's all grey and the plasticine would go unused. Basically, I'll take this piece apart from the foil someday and reuse it in other models. So let's sum up what we got out of this Lexus. This was an experiment, the first car at such a large scale. The damage was realistic, but because of the weak construction of the underbody, specifically the attachment of the rear and front parts, the car easily bent into the cabin when it fell. I should have built it differently. A full frame for the entire body, not just for separate elements. And if you like the model in such a large scale and want to see more big cars like this, let me know in the comments. Now, I'll show you photos of the Lexus sculpting process. If you enjoyed this video, you'll find more like it on my channel, including both crash tests and sculpting. Iconic cars like the DeLorean from that famous movie, the BMW from Need for Speed, Paul Walker's Nissan in Fast and Furious, the Peugeot from Taxi, and more. If you're interested in this topic, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and don't forget to join my Cacti group and Instagram to stay up to date with everything. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye everyone.